What did you tell these people?
What I've been telling you, but we're moving. I want to move to Moldova. Moldova! Moldova!
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Andrei gotta own up to losing $75,000.
With everything that's been going on between us,
I am not gonna go.
With how he's not supportive of my best friend and his wife, like, on her dream.
Bachata, 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 bachata.
Awesome!
On episode 6 of Happily Ever After season 9, we finally got some answers on why Andrei and Elizabeth were pretending to move to Moldova. Well, Elizabeth didn't know that they are actually moving. But Andrei told everyone at this party that they were. That's what the party was for.
I've been very clear that we are not moving here just yet. That hasn't been a decision that we made together as a married couple.
And now she knows why there were fireworks. Congrats, your husband's a dick.
We're not here for sure.
I think we
not
should be
cool.
happy, but we can throw some kind of parties like that.
Can
That's
you
a major
acknowledge what
party.
I'm telling you right now?
Raise your hand if you're surprised that Andrei is just ignoring Elizabeth and then just continues to do what he wants. Anyone?
I feel like that you're being ignorant to your husband. That's what I feel.
You cannot be that stupid.
Wow.
So back in the US, Lauren, Alexi, Yara, and Jovi all have an awkward dinner. You can really tell that these 4 people are not natural friends. So much so that they have nothing else to talk about except Elizabeth and Andrei, who aren't even there. Then Alexi, who is usually pretty quiet, decides to randomly spill the beans on something Andrei is hiding.
Andrei gotta own up to losing $75,000.
Hey, we weren't supposed to say anything about that.
Apparently, the 2 wives didn't know. Alexi also says that he lost the money in Moldova. Oh, no way. They're in Moldova right now. What?
If he knowingly is going on this trip to Moldova and he's gonna spring that on her again.
You can again shut up, Lauren, because Elizabeth's Chuck, is now in Moldova too. He is there to conveniently ask what's going on with the investment.
Don't worry
Like,
about
how
it.
much money are you putting into it?
I didn't put more money what the initial investment was.
I knew about it, but I didn't know the extent of the details.
So if you're like, what investment? What are they discussing? Some background. Andrei got his real estate license a few seasons ago, and Chuck was already in the family business of renting and flipping properties in Florida. So in season 6 of Happily Ever After, Andrei wanted to get into this family business. He even asked Chuck for a $100,000 loan to get started.
Yeah, I wanna ask him maybe $100,000. You know what I mean?
Are you joking me? Who do you think you are?
The plan was to use the money to flip a house for profit. But now it sounds like he did this in Moldova and not in Florida. So one part of this that is definitely true, they do have a business called Castrovit Inc. And it's currently active in Florida. Andrei and Elizabeth are listed as the officers of the company. We do know that Chuck was for sure in the home flipping and rental business. This is all public record. Now it's sounding like Andrei went off to flip a property in Moldova. And they're not saying it directly, but I'm guessing, isn't that $75,000 a part of the $100,000 loan from Chuck? Unless they're actively flipping houses, which they have not talked about, where else would they get that money from? What I'm trying to say is I don't believe for a second that Elizabeth and Andrei just have this $75,000 walking around money. No.
75,000, that's it. Don't worry.
75?
I am a silent partner. I put money, but I let the guys in Moldova to handle all the business.
It sounds like what happened is Andrei handled the construction of this flip in Moldova without Elizabeth or Chuck when he doesn't know what he's doing, because that's something he would do, right?
I can't wait to see what it looks like. This is going to be our livelihood. Ultimately, this property is going to prove whether or not that could be possible.
And I find it laughable that Elizabeth is acting like $75,000 invested in something she hasn't seen. That's not a big deal. Sure. It's like they're trying to portray that they have all this money. I don't believe it. So they decide to take Chuck and go look at houses in Moldova and then go to the property Andrei invested in. So we see them go look at different places that they could possibly buy. This turns into house hunters because they wanted to show how it's cheap to buy in Moldova and get something nice.
Oh, I see a dishwasher.
Elizabeth is shown properties where she can get some conveniences that she wants, all for a price that's not too high.
So it's 307,000.
That's all? That's all.
And it looks like on the next episode, Elizabeth will learn that Andrei lost their money. They must go to that investment property in Moldova and see something bad, maybe an empty lot, something that doesn't look like something they can rent out. Because it sounds like with whatever happened, Andrei got scammed. Big time.
She wants you to assure her you have a solution.
I'm most concerned that he lied.
He apparently has no idea what he's doing, investing this type of money into something. And if she's saying in this scene that he lied, I'm wondering if the property exists at all. And I'm guessing that the solution Andrei came up with to this problem was, oh, I probably got scammed. We should probably start over somewhere cheaper.
Moldova.
Away from Chuck, because he probably loaned them that money. Yeah. Problem solved. Move your family to Moldova. This episode is full of big lies and ridiculous behavior. Like Gino telling Natalie he was moving on from Jasmine, when we know that's not the case, and then acting like he wants to be intimate with Natalie when she visits Michigan. But then when the time comes, he instantly has an excuse and looks like he wants to cry. This guy does not want to be intimate with someone. He just doesn't. Let's be real.
There you go.
Woo!
Don't be shy.
And I actually start to feel a little bit bad for Natalie here because Gino acted a lot differently in Vegas. And come on, he's never going to be done with Jasmine. Gino and Jasmine apparently have nothing better to do either, so we're probably going to get more seasons with them. Ugh.
I can't handle it. I can't take it.
In the ridiculous behavior scene coming up, Gino brings Natalie to his cousin's birthday party. And of course, his cousin's wife, who hates Gino, I swear, outs Gino for not telling Natalie that he isn't completely done with Jasmine.
Actually went out and had dinner, not that last week.
Everyone's annoyed with the back and forth, even Gino's own family.
I feel bad for Natalie because I don't think Natalie knows the truth and what she was getting into.
And they brought this Natalie person, plant, whatever she is, to a birthday party, of course knowing that Jasmine was coming to start something. Like that's the point of this, right?
I never agreed to her. I'm dying to meet this bitch.
None of that is shocking. What surprises me during this is everyone's reaction after Jasmine pushes Natalie.
Why are we bringing the horse from Vegas? Oh, really? You should
Why is everyone smiling? If you want this to be believable, maybe tell people to not be cheesing super hard after someone gets pushed. It's not just Gino's cousin's wife, his cousin, this guy, this woman. I swear people want to high five Jasmine in this moment. It's super weird.
You show her. Yeah.
No one should be smiling. No one should be high fiving Jasmine. No. And then Natalie gets dragged out. Natalie! She didn't do anything, but they take her out. Jasmine's still inside. And then Gino's like, oh no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, just such a disaster.
Go home, Natalie. Go home. You're not being paid enough to be here. You're not. Just leave. And speaking of ridiculous behavior, well, at this point, this feels more like embarrassing behavior, I would say. Let's talk about Cara and Guillermo. I made a whole video covering their full story if you need a refresher. The link is in the description of this video. So Cara is getting ready for her show at this place called the Wool Factory. Sounds like a singer's dream to sing there. Reminder, she asked Guillermo to move out. He caught her texting someone and thought she was cheating. And instead of reassuring her husband, who sleeps in a separate room than her, she says, "Who I text is none of your business," and then asked him to move out. But now she misses him, supposedly. She says in an interview that she wants to fix this. But she doesn't try to meet up and talk. They have a babysitter. She just says he should show up to her show to prove that he wants to fix their marriage. Like, what? When she tells her friends that he moved out, she definitely left out the fact that she was texting someone and told him to go.
He's not supportive of my best friend and his wife, like, on her dream.
Yeah, hush. You don't know the whole story. You don't, random useless friend. So the show starts, and Cara says she made sure that he can come because she got a babysitter.
He's making it very clear if he doesn't show up that he has no interest in fixing our marriage.
She also leaves the next day for Milan for a possible record deal. It doesn't sound like you penciled in the ability to talk to Guillermo outside of your lame concert. And while she's singing on stage, we finally catch up with Guillermo. I've been wanting to hear his side of this. He says she was hiding her phone and being weird about showing him who she was talking to.
And when I asked her who that person was, she simply said that was not my business.
So they fought. She suggested he leave, and he agreed and left. That story matches what she said. He agreed that they needed space, and now he's just making a hammock outside of his rental.
What if, I don't know, I ended up seeing something weird in there?
That will confirm my suspicions that she's cheating.
I feel like he knows who it is, who she's talking to, or has an idea. And how she's handling this now, to me, is so strange. Like, she's dancing, partying, yet they have separate bedrooms. She also has an OnlyFans. That mix just feels uncomfortable.
It's not that I'm telling you what to do, what to wear. Not at all. It's just that it makes me feel a little bit weird.
And then the scene where she comes home and she's like, oh, he didn't show up. Guess he doesn't care about fixing our marriage, even though I told him to leave.
He really let me down tonight.
Like, girl, please. You have a babysitter. How about you go over to his rental because you told him to move out, and you talk before you fly out of the country the next day? I roll. Leave a comment if you watched the episode and what you thought of her show. I know a lot of people didn't think that it was very good. I expected more, I guess. Is this dream of hers worth it? Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. And also, this is my QR code to my Snapchat. Make sure to follow my public profile. I will be posting often on there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!